Hi everyone, this is Cyber here. I'm here today to bring you another video. This video is my AEW Fight Forever review. So I am playing the base version of the game. What does that mean? That means there's no pre-order, no DLC, just what you get in the game without pre-ordering or buying any extra content. Reason for that is that's what the developers was nice enough to send over to me, a review copy, and they do have plans on sending me like a pre-order and like some deals code, but at the moment I do not have it, so I have to review what I have. But I want to say thank you to AEW, THQ, Evolve for letting me check the game out early. Based on that, I want to also say that when I do reviews, I do not cut corners. I try to keep it as truthful as possible, so you will get my 100% truthful thoughts on it. This is my thoughts. Other people might think differently. But how many hours did I suck into this game since I got the code? So let's go into my match record. I played for 5 hours to 30 minutes. I don't know if that includes just in matches or playing. So let's just say 6 hours if I just sit around at the menus, that kind of stuff. Probably 7 hours is giving a little bit. So that's how long I have played. What have I done in that time? Well, I played all the matches on the menu, mini games ladder, splitting death matches. Tried a few of them tons of times. Did not play online at all. I did create a wrestler. I did Road to Elite. That usually takes about 3 hours to 4 hours, depending how fast you go and what you do in it. I did start another one. There are challenges to do. There is a shop. I bought quite a bit of stuff. So I have not locked everything. There's phase 2 locked. You have to do certain things like Owen Hart. You have to do 100 exhibition matches. Road to Elite, you have to face him in the Road to Elite to get him unlocked, and then you have to buy him. So there's things I have not gotten yet. I'm still going through trophies and that kind of stuff. So I'm a trophy hunter, so that's a big focus on that. I have played a lot of wrestling games, so you know a little bit of my background. I also really love No Mercy and Here Comes Pain. So does this game go off of them at all? Yes. There are stuff about it, like weapons that are craziness all over that. It's a lot of Here Comes the Pain. And the wrestling does play a little bit like the AKI games, and there's things from them games that do play like that. So let's get into my full review and get into a match, and we'll talk about everything in there. Alright guys, so what do I think of the gameplay, graphics, sound, pretty much all that. The gameplay is fun. It does remind me of No Mercy a good amount. Now, I'm not going to say everything's like it. There are some problems with it, like collision issues, which they said they're probably going to fix. There might be an update that fixes that. My biggest issue is there is a lot of repeated moves, but everyone does play like they should be. Derby Alley plays like Derby Alley, MJF plays like MJF. And my only problem is, the biggest thing I noticed is two things for the gameplay is when you whip someone into the ropes, or like not the ropes, but like you hit them against the rope and lean against, you grip them, and a lot of the wrestlers do a suplex to gut on the rope, and I just feel like there's no big variation to it. I tried different directions, and they all kind of just do it. I actually have two more issues. With this match, the Casino Royale, the elimination is really silly. You'll probably see it as it's going. If they get whipped over, they're dangling by the arm. Every wrestler's doing that. They dangle by the arms, and then you just gotta try to grip them, and they fall out. And I think that's really silly. I feel like everyone should kind of hang different. Some wrestlers could do that. Some could just lean against it. That kind of stuff. I know that's a small nitpick. The other thing is collision issues, which they said they would fix. I noticed that in multi-man matches, but hopefully they do fix that issue, because it was really annoying during the multi-man matches. Let's talk about graphics. So we all know this ain't AAA graphics. They're more going to arcade style. I think most wrestlers look like they're wrestlers. There are some that could be a little bit better, but I think everyone's pretty much spot on everything. The game is fun. The thing that I feel like it really adds a layer to it is the sound design. And I'm just going to pop up a little bit of sound clips before we continue talking about it. There you go. As you see, like, Orange Cassidy does oh, and then you also get many different lines like, "Oh God, you're heavy," all that kind of stuff. Like, that adds a layer to it, and I just feel like the sound design they really nailed it on that. Now let's talk about content. So let's get into that, and then we'll talk about everything. So the content they have in the game, you get all these game modes to play, different variations. There are some downsides of this, like ladder matches or one-on-one. Can't do a fatal four-way match. Mini games have no online, so you have to play either share play or, which you can't. I don't think you can do on PC. On PlayStation, you can. Exploding barbed wire match. I believe it's one-on-one. Yep, it's one-on-one. Sorry, I went into it. Casino Royale, you can play either a group and that kind of stuff. Fatal four-way, it's just a regular four-way. You can't do table matches. There's no cage matches. So this is what you got. Minigames are fun, don't get me wrong. They're a lot of fun, but they're not a big selling point for me, especially since you can't play online with them. Online, I did not try it all, just because of how the gameplay is. I feel it'll be very frustrating. Creative Wrestler, kind of lackluster. It could be a lot better. Arena's great. I do like the arena creation. Wrestler, I felt like I couldn't create my wrestler really. I had to change everything. Road to Elite, it's about 3 hours long, 4 hours if you do many different things. It's great. I enjoyed it. They did have some twists and turns. There's several different, like, it's going to stay on the same linear, but you can go get different storylines based on what happens in the match and choices you make and that kind of stuff. So I did enjoy that, but for more, unless you're a trophy hunter or you want to try all these different things, it's not like a selling point. Like, people are going to enjoy it and play it once, probably maybe twice. Challenges are nice. That adds a little thing you can try to do differently every week. Shop, I feel like the shop was a little bit lackluster because there's not really much to unlock. Oh, elite difficulty? I didn't even see that before. I don't know. That's weird. I don't remember seeing that. But no, my biggest problem with this game is the content. I played 7 hours of it, and I just don't think there's enough content to keep you happy, worth the $60 price tag. My other problem is, and I'm gonna play it right now. Yes, that's me facing Matt Hardy in Road to Elite. He is in the game. No, you cannot play it unless you pre-order it or you buy him $5 on the 29th. They will have it available. He's in the game. His files are in the game for the version 1. The broken one, I don't think so. I didn't see that at all. I know there's still stuff I have to lock in the game, like Brody Lee, Owen Hart, that kind of stuff. That's fine. But that doesn't add replayability to me too much. It's just another wrestler I would use or try once or twice. I just don't think there's enough variation of it. And my other big problem is with the content is there's day one DLC, FTR. If you get the Elite Edition or you get the Season Pass, you get FTR right away. I feel like they should already been in the game, not have to pay extra for them. I understand characters coming down the line if you're still working on WWE does that, but it don't feel like a lot of things should be day one DLC. I understand everyone has to make money and that kind of stuff, but there's better ways to do it. I know they're adding more mini games, that kind of stuff. That's fine, but I don't see me sitting there for hours playing the mini games. I'll play it here and there. After I get all the trophies, I'll pick this game up and play ever so often. But yeah, I really only think this game is not worth the $60 price tag on the base version. It really feels like a $30 game, and add the $30 DLC, and I'd be fine with that. But to charge $60 and then, or $20 if you get the lead edition, or $30 if you buy it separately, yeah, it's a $30 game to me. Don't get me wrong, it's a fun game. It just doesn't have enough content for me. So my score for this game is a 7 out of 10. It's a fun game, but not enough of content for $60 worth. Alright guys, I'm going to play some funny clips at the end, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.